Knowing that you're about to start chemotherapy, it's nerve-wracking to say the least. There are a million things running through your brain right now, whether you're the one that's about to start chemo or you're preparing for a friend or a loved one that's about to begin. Let me do some of the thinking for you and give you 5 essential steps that you'll want to do to prepare for chemo. How do I know what's going to help prepare you for chemotherapy? Welcome to Life as a Cancer Survivor. My name is Jelena, and I was diagnosed with stage 3 rectal cancer at the age of 34. During my treatment, I did 2 different types of chemotherapy. I did the pill Xeloda, and I did the IV chemotherapy FOLFOX. So I've got experience with a couple different types. This first tip is mostly helpful if you leave home for your chemotherapy, but the rest of the tips, they'll be helpful for everybody. Now let's dive into step 1. Pack a chemo bag. Think of it like your personal survival kit. Here are 5 things that you're going to want to consider putting in this chemo bag. 1. Entertainment. This can be anything from games on your phone, a portable gaming device, a small physical game like cards, movies or TV shows downloaded ahead of time, craft projects, music, or podcasts. It's good to have a mix of a few things, so if you're not quite in the mood for a certain show or you run out of lives in a game, you've got some backup entertainment. 2 piggybacks off of 1, and that's headphones. Noise-canceling headphones are best, so when you close your eyes, you can imagine you are anywhere else other than sitting in the chemo chair with machines beeping and whirring all around you. You can use these with the entertainment that you brought with you, or just to quiet things in the background when you close your eyes and try to take a nap in the chemo chair. 3. Snacks. Light, easy-to-eat snacks like crackers, fruit, or protein bars are good. Nibbling on foods can help get rid of bad tastes in your mouth, like that wonderful saline taste you get after your port's flushed. And depending on how sick chemo makes you, these could be the last calories that you're eating for the next few days. 4 are drinks. Staying hydrated is really important while you're going through chemo, but it can be really difficult too. I only brought water with me, but I wish I would have figured out earlier that bringing warm drinks would have been an even better option. With FOLFOX chemotherapy, you typically experience an extreme sensitivity to cold items. For me, drinking even room temperature beverages felt like I was swallowing shards of glass. So starting about halfway through my infusion at the cancer center and continuing for a few days after, it was warm beverages only for me. Hot tea, coffee, or even warm juice would have been a good second beverage item for me to bring that would have been more appetizing than warm water. And item 5, comfort items like a pillow and a blanket. It can get chilly at the cancer center, so you'll want to bring something to help keep you cozy while you're sitting there for a few hours. Sure, the cancer center might have some warm blankets that you could use in a pinch, but they only stay warm for so long, and they're usually not super soft. Because of the steroids that I got at the beginning of my infusions at the cancer center, I could never sleep, so I didn't bother bringing a pillow with me. But if you're one of those people that can sleep anywhere, you might want to consider bringing a travel pillow. Step 2 is to plan for meals. After chemo, you're not going to feel like cooking. Here are a few ways to avoid having to cook in those first few days after your infusion. Prep some easy meals in advance. Freezer meals are your friends. Soups are easily frozen and make good meals when your appetite isn't strong and you need to eat something. Another option is to set up a meal train. We had a friend set one up for us, so people could bring us meals for the first few days after each of my rounds of chemo. Local friends would bring us meals, and long-distance ones bought us gift cards so that we could use them to buy meals and either pick them up or have them delivered. Finally, stock up on snacks that you like, especially ones that are gentle on the stomach. Having supplies for smoothies, individually portioned out, and some protein powder is a good way to get in some nutrition when you're not feeling hungry, but need to get in some calories. Cheese and crackers, pre-cut or bite-sized fruit, or pre-made snack mixes like Chex Mix or trail mixes are good snacks that pack a little extra punch of protein, hydration, or dense calories when you're not really in the mood for eating much. Step 3 is arrange your support system. This entails a few things. First, if you have young kiddos, arrange for childcare. You'll definitely need someone to watch them while you're at chemo. My cancer center didn't let any children under the age of 16 come in, and my daughter was 5 and 6 at that time. We switched her from half-day to full-day kindergarten, so that took care of keeping her busy while I was at chemo. Then we tried to arrange play dates for her after school on those infusion days, so then I could come home to a quiet house and just try to rest until dinner time. Second, arrange a ride home. You'll definitely want to do this if you're getting any meds like IV Benadryl, which can make you super drowsy. It's also nice to have someone there to drive you home if you get nauseous. Then you don't have to worry about trying to drive while holding a barf bag. Third, let friends and family know that you might need a little extra help for those few days after your infusion. Taking as much off your plate as you can will help you feel less exhausted and overwhelmed and allow you to be able to rest when you need it. Small things like having someone come and take your dog out for a walk or bring your kid home from school are easy things that a friend can do, but are really difficult to do when you're feeling exhausted and sick. The bottom line is, people want to support you, so don't be afraid to tell them exactly what you need. Step 4, clear your calendar. After chemo, your body will need rest, even more than you might think. Try your best to clear your calendar of work, meetings, and even social events for a few days. I know it's not always possible, especially if you have kids at home, so at least try your best to schedule some time for rest each day. I didn't want to miss out on my daughter's activities, so I remember going to the ice rink to watch her in her lessons, but I would have to lie down in the bleachers for half the time because I was so tired or sick. I would plan ahead and take naps on days that I knew I was going to have to leave the house, and I would hopefully have enough energy to make it through an hour-long event or school meeting. I gave myself grace knowing that I wasn't going to be 100%, but I wanted to be present for as much as I could. Your body is working overtime to kill off the cancer in your body. It's hard work. Think about how tired you are when you get a cold versus the flu. It's gonna be even more exhausting fighting cancer. This is the time to get caught up binge watching your favorite shows, movies, reading books, or catching up on podcasts. And finally, step 5, prepare your home for recovery. Set up your home so it feels like a sanctuary. Put clean sheets on your bed. Clean up your favorite napping spot. And make sure that you've got some laundry done so you've got clean, comfy clothes to wear to chemo and for the following few days. And depending on how plucky you're feeling, you could set up a little nest area somewhere in your home that has all the comfort items that you want, like your favorite pillow, blanket, some snacks, and maybe even your medication. Having these things done ahead of time will make curling up for a nap after chemo feel a little more comfy and cozy. Preparing for chemo isn't about just the day of. It's about making the entire experience as gentle as possible on you. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button below. And don't forget to subscribe to get more supportive videos like this one. To learn more about what to expect as you're going through chemotherapy, click on the playlist up here. And most importantly, take care of yourself.